Hey.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a month.
Hey, that was pretty cool. Synchronized and shit. Hey, that was cool.
Yeah, it really was.
What?
I said, hey. You said talk, and then you talked.
This sounds
Hey, welcome back, guys.
This sounds so corny, bro. All right, welcome back to episode whatever it is. We apologize for being gone for however long we've been gone for. That doesn't matter. All that matters now is that it's another episode. So make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend about the podcast. Blah, blah, blah. Give us rate us a 5-star on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, wherever you're listening to it on. Make sure you subscribe and like the video on YouTube if you're watching it on YouTube. And we actually have a guest with us. And it's one of my friends I've known since like fucking kindergarten. My boy Joseph. So introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name's Joseph, and I've known this dude for a pretty long time.
Yep. Known bro since like
Kindergarten.
Oh God.
We've known each other for like 13 years.
Already counted his faces.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 13, man.
All right, and Miguel and Zane with me, so you already know who these are. So.
Of course.
And let's just get right straight into it.
First
topic.
First topic. I'm telling you. All right. Out of all of us, who's here to have a baby first?
The first have a child?
Yes.
A 3, 2, 1? It was a point.
A
3, 2, 1, right? I thought
Dude, what in the fuck?
yeah, so 3, 2, 1, or how are we gonna do this?
Okay.
Just us three? Or
No, us four.
Us four. Alright.
The first
Oh,
one
damn.
have a kid.
The first one to have a kid.
Wanna count it down?
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Easily, this man. What the fuck is
Wait,
wrong
wait.
with you? Easily, Miguel.
Yeah.
Bro, have you heard like Justin's stories, bro?
Do you not know this man?
I've gotten lucky a few times. Like, you can go ahead.
No, you can.
Alright.
I'll try to hear
Well,
his story.
we're both 1-1. I think, no, never mind. But yeah, I've had a few times where I thought that I would be dead. Like, not you. I remember the first time, fuck, dude, they're already gonna know what I'm talking about. But the first time, there was like 3 scares because I thought birth control was 100%, so I looked it up. And then once I looked it up, it was 95 point something. And then when I looked up how specifically on the time schedule you have to take it is, which this one girl was not taking it like regularly on a schedule, the shit goes down to like 80, 70, 60 range. And I was like, fuck, dude. And the funny part about it is that it's like, we kept going after like, okay, I don't know, dude. Like, we would talk about, we were like, hey, oh my god, I have a chance of being pregnant. And then she was like, my parents are gone, you wanna come over again?
Like, same combo.
In
Hey,
the same sentence.
I swear to fucking God. I swear to, since we're in a,
no matter.
I swear to God.
Allah. Assalamu
Assalamu alaikum. Alright. What am I gonna get?
Zane, why do you think it's me though? Like, honestly.
Bro. I don't know. I think Miguel gonna fold. I don't know why. I have a strong feeling. And
Miguel gonna get lost in the sauce?
I don't know, bro. I think the ocean, bro. This man gonna get drowned. This man's gonna drown.
No,
I don't know why. I can see it like by like 21 or 20.
Yeah.
I can see.
Really?
I can see him being a dad by 20.
You're gonna be the dad draping their kids in the Dallas Cowboy shit.
In the Rangers.
In the Rangers fan, dude. I'm fucking.
Dog, all the little mini jits, mini Miguel.
What about you, Obi? Who do you think?
I said Joseph because like, bro, knowing him, I feel like,
No, bro. He probably already has a kid.
Oh,
You don't know it.
My body count's very low. I'll admit. I've had a lot of women in my life. My body count's low.
I feel you.
Why do you think Obi?
I don't know. I just think you're a good-looking dude. I think you'll get lost in sauce.
Man.
Come college.
Maybe.
Come college. I
Maybe.
have no idea. Based off of the last college, all right. No, one of them is ugly as shit. Based off of how much ass that he's gotten, dude. At a big college, dude, you're gonna be lost in sauce.
I'm telling you, I know the type of person I am, and I don't feel like I'm gonna slip up and like.
Listen, you think that until you're mid moment.
You're like,
And then you're so down bad. down bad, you're like, hey, I know how to pull out. You're that down bad that you'll think that. You'll even say that. That's the situation. My first time, the first girl I was with, I never used a condom. That's what fucked me over most of the time. Yeah.
Yo.
But listen, like, an easy way around that is alcohol. Like, I'm telling you, like, being off the Henny, like, you follow Hoodville?
Yeah, I do.
I'm telling you, his fucking post about, like, me before I pull up to Shawty's crib, he's, like, chugging a bottle of Henny. That shit works. Okay, any alcohol, like, you can have, like, 3 beers and not even get that fucked up. And as long as you overcome, like, the first surge, you'll be fine. You can, like, you have, like, mind control over that shit.
Alright, so you just like...
I swear to God. But the other way is a condom.
It's either drink as much Henny so like you get like lost in the sauce.
No.
Or
Moonshine.
Not lost in the sauce,
move.
because then you won't be able to get it out. I'm just saying, like,
Straight moonshine.
if you drink, like, equivalent to this, like, 4 beers, like, I mean, it depends on how much alcohol affects you. For me, I figured out, like, 5 to 6, I was okay. I could still get it out.
So 5 to 6.
Get it out.
Yeah. But, like, if you don't drink that much, like, 3 to 4, then you'll be fine. You'll be in the clear. You can keep. And I do recommend this based off of my experience. If you're worried about how long you're gonna go, then start off, like, it might sound stupid, start off without a condom, and then but have alcohol in your system though, okay? So you at least know what it feels like. So then when you have a condom, then you can last forever. Because if it's that case, then you can control what you're doing with a condom. You don't want to start off with a condom and be like, mind fuck. No.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Like, you have to reset. If you had any previous bodies, cancel those out. You have to reset.
All right. Okay. Let's move on to the next topic.
Man, I got about the yak.
Um.
No, we should say this one for later.
What?
The first one until he gets like.
Yeah.
It's like the 40-minute part. Which one?
Okay. Would y'all take one for the team?
Alright, what's taking one? Explain.
Okay.
Elaborate.
Say like you're going on a 3-man with your homies, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 of the girls are like super bad. Other one's like chopped.
Like how chopped would you say? Like how?
5.5 out of 10.
Like describe them.
Like, I don't know, like, she's like a hefty girl.
How hefty?
Okay, right, sure. But she's just a bigger girl, but she's not as good. She's not
Compared
as
to
good.
me, like, are we talking like this far?
I'm talking about like
Or this far?
190 plus.
I'm a woman that looks bad. 190 looks bad.
Okay. Would you take one for the team for the homies?
I had to hit them?
Yes.
Whoa! Hit?
But it's your homies though. You feel me? Are you?
What about you?
Why is that what you
I always got 2, alright? His senior told me this. He, whenever I asked him about it, I was like, dude, I asked him that same question, would you take one for the team? He said, all my homies get 2. And he was a good looking guy, so I knew I could use him as a wingman for a girl's friend. He always told me you can take, or he would take 2. And after that expires, you don't have to repay him with 2, but you're kind of expected to return the favor. So after, it's like back and forth, 2, 2, 2.
Right.
Like, as long as you give each other 2, then it'll keep going. Now, that's a rule that I live by this day. Even my homies, they get 2.
That's a pretty solid rule, I can't lie.
I can't hold you wrong.
Because
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I could take one for the team.
if you're a drinker, I'm just gonna be honest, like me, if you're a drinker, like, a 5.5 looks like a 6.5.
Everything goes up by 1.
In my case, depends on how many, it might go up by 3. Old man.
5 goes to 8.
Off the moonshot.
Yeah, how about we sponsor? How about we get Old Smoky to sponsor us? Sponsor you guys. Sponsor you guys.
What about you, Zane?
I would.
You would.
I'll take one for the team. Now, I'll easily be like, oh, yo, I'll be like, hey, yo, blah, 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 let's go out. Immediately turn to, like, one of y'all 2.
You know
As like an sort of expected.
Oh,
like a not saying, like,
yeah.
You're gonna turn around, look us in the face, and be like, "Hey, bro."
yeah,
You know what time it is.
I'm like, all right, suit up, soldier. I'm like, I'm my brother.
Right, do what you gotta do.
I was going to YouTube.
Yeah.
You guys going to
That's
too.
badass.
But yeah, I would.
What about you, Miguel?
I'm iffy about it. if one of y'all two asked me like, oh yeah, do for the team, you have to like really like pressure me into it. I can't lie, or not pressure me into, but just like just, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't. The reason why I can't, no, yeah, I'm sorry,
Why?
bro. Y'all are homies and shit, but like catching the body for like a 5.5. That's OD.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I was trying to keep it quiet.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No,
No sponsor.
We got sponsor him. I don't know if that company probably doesn't even make fucking liquor, lager anymore.
Lager.
I didn't mean to interrupt though.
You're
I'm getting fucked up right now.
Lackers, crazy.
My face getting red. That means I'm getting fucked up.
Oh man, but
yeah, keep going.
I don't know. Like, if I had to, okay, on some real shit, I probably would, but I would expect you to like give me like Chick-fil-A breakfast, bro. Like, I need me like that good shit, that Chick-fil-A minis, bro.
Yeah, that is a good point. Now, some people don't really want to take one for the team. In my case, take two. But I feel like this is something that's honestly serious. I feel like if you're going that far for your friends, and they know that you're not like about that shit, that you should have a repayment. Whether that
It was
is
not
like
that. Something else.
is beer, whether that's food, whether that's anything that can accommodate you to fucking get over the
horrible loss.
the L that you took that night. Now,
Yeah, bro. Taking over for the team's like something that I don't know. I don't know if I get over that mental barrier. You'd be like, damn, I really did
I'm
that
telling
shit.
you, like, the alcohol in my life has been good to me. And I'm
Off the Henny, you'd be like, oh fuck you.
dude, off anything, it gives you the same. I don't know why people have a preference, dude. It all does the same fucking shit to you. Whether it does it faster than others, it all does the same.
All boxes the same box at the end of the day.
All bottles or cans are the same. They have the same fucking alcohol in them. They do the same shit. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm rambling, but you know what I'm saying.
That's the same. Fuck. Okay, what do y'all think about? Wait. Okay, the question we're about to talk about. Do you think it's wrong to fall for your best friend's ex?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Next question, I'm fine.
It's getting fucking hot in here.
Oh god, it's hot, I'm gonna lie.
Do you want to talk about it more or no?
Nah, not really.
I think it's pretty like.
I think it's just like a flat out thing. Like, it's fucked up. I don't think you should have to elaborate.
Like, after like a year of them not being together.
It really wouldn't even matter how long.
I mean, I feel like you wouldn't have the emotional attachment to the girl that you're talking to or dating or whatever stage you're with her. I mean, talking, it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. But if you were like girlfriend and boyfriend, I feel like if your best friend, even after a year, comes in, if you've been with that girl for more than like 3 months, because that is more than long enough for love. I feel like if your friend comes in, your best friend especially, and tries to talk to her, that's still fucked up on some little point. You might not even have any emotional attachment to her, but still, thinking that she would get with your best friend and your best friend vice versa, that's just like a fucked up thing.
Oh, that's a perfect way to explain that, can't I?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Alright.
Because in your head, you're like, she's doing that on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
But then you get second guesses about if that's really your best friend or not.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Alright. Do you guys think, do you think dreams have any meaning?
No.
I do.
You think no? What about you,
I don't
Bobby?
think so, actually.
I do.
Honestly?
I think some of them, yeah.
Honestly, I just feel like dreams, they only reflect
What's
like
happening?
what's happening. Like, okay, say if you have like a bad day, right? Later that night, you probably have a dream of something like bad that kind of relates to your day. It's like your subconscious is like telling you like, oh, you're having a bad day because of this, and like give you like some sort of dream that type of way. You feel me?
I feel you.
I know I butchered the fuck out of it, but
Oh, if you
y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
if you put it that way, then I'll be like, yeah, because I'll just like, I'll have a normal day, right? And my dream will be like somewhat related to like a part of what happened in my day.
Right, but like just
It,
altered a little bit.
Yeah, it'll just be like that one portion. I remember like 10 seconds of it out of like 10 hours of sleep.
I'll be forgetting shit every time I be waking up.
Like, I've had some dreams that has honestly meant a lot. No, I've actually, like, no shit. I've had some dreams that's meant a lot to me. Like, I've had some dreams about, like, previous women, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I not with somebody else? And that's like that might seem like a bad thing to think, but I usually take a good amount of time in between my woman.
You look like
No, I don't. Alright, okay, I fucking don't, okay? I was trying to make some bullshit up. I don't. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that I think all dreams, they have some sort of meaning to you because that's your mind literally thinking about scenarios in your head that you would sober. Okay, but since you're asleep, the only thing you have left is your mind.
Right.
Your mind is running the entire time. Whether if you need sleep and you have no dream, or if you're getting a healthy amount of sleep and you're a regular dreamer, whenever your body is set up to have a dream, I think it does mean something because that's like your conscience that you don't realize whenever you have so many things tied up in your mind that you're worried about. Whenever you're asleep, that all goes away. And so I think, in my opinion, whenever you have a dream, that means something because that's all you're worried about is your sleep. And whenever you have something going on in your head, that might mean something. Now, there's a lot of times in my dreams I have like the weirdest fucking shit go on with me. But most of the time, I try to look at my dreams as what I'm doing in my real life and how I can perfect how I'm doing things, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like it's a good marker, if that makes sense, to know like how you're doing, mental health wise, if that makes sense. It might not, but to me right now it does.
All right, well, what's you, Miguel?
What about me?
What about dream, bro?
Yeah. I feel like whenever you're dreaming or something, like at that point, it has something to do with like your day-to-day life. I feel like maybe it'd be a little bit or a huge thing of it. I still think it's like a little something to do with it. Because why are you dreaming about it in the first place?
Right.
Why didn't you think so, Zane, though?
No, I agree that it does now, but I was thinking like something else, like like I was thinking like psychic, like predict the future. I was like, no, I don't think it has that type of meaning, but like just like, but the way he worded it, I'm like, oh yeah, I think it has meaning because it's like it reflects something that's previously happened before.
Right. All right, I guess we go to the next topic. Next topic is okay, do you guys like believe in like there's like the one true person for you?
Like a soulmate or something?
Like a soulmate. Like, do y'all believe in soulmates pretty much?
Alright.
Or like, oh, she's the one type shit. Do y'all believe in that?
No.
I think in the grand scheme of things, there will be someone that you get with that will be the person for you. But I don't believe that throughout your whole life, I don't believe in destiny. I don't think that throughout your whole life there's someone waiting for you. I believe that based off of your age and maturity, that someone could have been there before, but in terms of that person being there forever, I don't believe in that, if that makes sense. Okay. I believe that that if the time is right, then it'll work out for you. But if it's not, then you can't possibly make it work, if that makes sense.
Right. So
look at people like remarrying, whatever. When you marry, it's like a big step into like committing yourself, and then people like something will happen, right? Either whether it's death or whatever. Yeah. And they'll remarry again, which is another big commitment.
Yeah, it's kind of like
it's literally oxymoron.
Yeah, like people get married, and that's considered like the happiest day of your life. But then you see motherfuckers 5 years later get divorced. That person wasn't the one like how they thought. They thought in their head heavily, unless they had a kid and they had a family with a religious background where they had to get married, or in my case, you're in a town that you have to get married if you're gonna have a kid. Like it's not the same case. Like I feel like people don't realize how long it takes to mature until you find the person that's right for you, not until you find your soulmate. Because everybody thinks they found their soulmate whenever they find somebody that they really like. That's not the case. It's really not.
Right.
What about you, Bobby?
I feel like I just think like, oh yeah, everyone has a person for someone, right? But I feel like now you just have to like meet someone and just like make the best out of it.
Yeah.
Because there's not really the true person out for you. You just like meet someone and just like.
Is your fucking cat?
Now you just have to like meet someone and just like make like the best out of them. If that makes sense.
Yeah. You have to realize a person for their true colors, and that's kind of hard to do at a certain age.
When do you like find their like true colors? Like after how long do you see their true colors?
It can be in your first. It really happens in your fights. It does happen in your fights. I've realized that with multiple women in their first fights, that that they're not the right one. I've had some shit happen to me in my first fights.
Yo!
I've had some interesting shit happen with me in my area.
God.
Yeah, there'll be some shit in your first fights that you realize they're probably not the one for you, but guess what? In your head, you're gonna think that they're gonna get better. But until they separate from you, and as you realize that as a lesson, they will too. It'll take it honestly, like girls that you've been with, it'll take a breakup before they mature enough to realize that you were good to them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you guys, guys are pretty common. Hoes are tripping nowadays.
Say it again?
Say
it loud in the background.
Yeah, hoes are tripping nowadays.
Okay.
Like, they have to be put in their place.
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
And I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about...
Emotionally.
I'm talking about... I'm tired of your fucking shit. Okay? And it really sucks. No, it really sucks. It really sucks when you're the person that has to do that. But guess what?
So we gotta do.
If you are, then you're not gonna be with that girl much longer because you might put up with so much shit. But the second that you really let her know how she should be, like how she has you, however long you've been dating, the shit fucking goes away. Every single time in my case. There has been 3 serious relationships I've had. I've had multiple, like on the talking stage, more seriously talking. It takes that before they'll realize, or not even that, it takes one bad fucking fight where you're not doing anything bad that they'll break up with you on. And they don't realize that there has been many more times where you've been affected as a guy because it's just different, ego-wise, hormone-wise. It's different. Like, if you're a guy, you put up with so much shit, I feel like, commonly. But whenever you build up that fucking process that they've given you, and you give it back to them finally, they're like, what the fuck? You know? They're like, what the fuck?
Okay.
They're like blindsided.
Okay, hold on. Let me clear this up, right?
This shit is not real.
Okay. We do... Okay, we don't mean... Women, okay, for now we're calling women by women, right? We're not misogynistic or no nothing. This is just all for entertainment.
Yeah.
We don't call women hoes on a regular basis.
Yeah, no, I would never call a woman a hoe. I'm just being for real. I am...
We're joking.
Fuck, it's hot in here. Fuck, okay, but what I'm saying is that I would never myself call a woman a hoe. Like, I think to myself, no, I'm being for real. I think of myself as a respectful man.
You're a respectful young gentleman, right?
I think of myself as a respectful young lad, like that bottle right there that I drink. It makes me a lad after I drink that Scottish nasty shit. I think of myself as a lad, and I think there is a certain respect that men have for women, but women don't have that same respect for men. It's always been that standard, and that always has applied. And I'm not talking about, like, hitting or anything, like, mental, like, men are not expected to fucking lash out on a woman, ever.
Mm-hmm.
But a woman can, like, you know, like, spaz on a
Women
guy.
can fucking slap you, but that does not matter because they're going through a hard time.
Oh. Hold on.
That's how it is.
Hold on, yo.
That's how it is.
A.
You're on something.
You're like,
Hey, females
Movies-
tripping.
Movies fucking show it, and since the goddamn 40s, I can literally name so many old ass movies where that's happened. This is just my. I don't know if this is fact or not. Okay. But it's like common for women to lay a hand on a man. But if a man speaks his mind, whether it's in a very loud state, like yelling, it's fucked up. But a woman can hit a man, and it's not that big of a deal because a woman's slap doesn't hurt, okay? But here's the thing, it means the same thing as if a man was to hit a woman.
yeah.
Man,
It's just fact. I'm fucking
Like,
sweating right now.
God.
nah, but I feel the same way about like you'll never know someone's true feelings, ideas, or colors until you get into an argument.
It takes that first fight. Come on.
Yes, no, because like they'll say everything. Like, they'll never talk to like normal. Like it takes something. Like when you get mad, that's when you start saying your real opinions and thoughts about
That's
anything
when
or
they
anybody.
just start spazzing.
Yeah, they can
Like, what the
say
fuck?
all this shit. They can say all of it they want, but men take it and they think it'll get better. It doesn't get better. So whenever a man says his fucking thoughts, it's a big deal all of a sudden.
Then it's like, oh, you're an asshole.
You're-
Oh, how could you?
How could you say that about me? Even
Exactly.
when I've already fucking implied worse shit about you. But it's honestly, unless you guys have something
Holy
to say.
shit, dog.
Unless you guys have something to say, I think it's time for a new topic.
Okay, yo, stop.
But who tripping?
Dude, I'm fucking off the moonshine right now.
I'm like, yeah.
All right. Do y'all think this is a better comeback to I Still Hit Though?
No.
Hell no.
Case closed. Next one.
Here's another fucking story about that, dude. As a common thing, dude, on average, men will not go out of their way to tell about if he's hit a woman or like if he's had sex with a woman or not. Okay.
Right.
I'm trying to think what I was gonna say. Okay,
God
so
damn.
So, a woman will be like, "Oh, you're all this and that" to their friends. It's always to their friends,
Right.
okay? But you still hit though. And now listen, I have used that for one woman. I have two bodies. I'll admit, I have two bodies. I have used that for one. My first one, that was she's probably a lot more mature now, but she was like. And part of that was my fault. I was getting drunk a lot. I was like 16. I was getting drunker than fuck all the time. But she'd always tell her friends shit, right? And I would be like, I still hit though.
This is a demon.
And I don't like to fucking ramble. I know whenever I'm drunk I ramble. I don't want to take your guys' podcast.
No, bro, you're good, bro.
Like,
You're
I'm
good.
sorry.
Bro,
Like,
no, bro, you're good. You're
This
good.
fucking chair went up my back. But listen, I remember this girl's friend was like, I heard from her that you got a 4-inch. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Podcast is crazy.
Now listen, okay? Whenever I told her, hey, I was drunk, man, by the way, I wouldn't do this whenever sober.
Right.
If I was sober, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck, I know the truth. I was like, listen, I'll go into the bathroom right now and I'll send you a dick pic.
What? Okay. God, okay. Yeah,
I swear to God. I swear on everything. On
Oh,
everything.
no.
Did you?
She was like, no. She's no. And I told her, I was like, listen, if you believe her, I will go in the bathroom right now and send a fucking dick pic.
God dang, dog.
It's just the people in my area. It differs around here, okay? I'm sure
I
after
can
a
tell.
breakup here, I haven't never been a breakup around
Well,
here.
yeah.
Instead, whenever I was younger as fuck, compared to now. But, like, I feel like if you break up with somebody around here, I don't know how it goes, but I feel like it would be a better process down here than it would up there for me. Whenever there's
Because
literally,
yours is a small town.
I have 20 people in my senior class.
20?
20. Fucking 8th grade, I had goddamn almost 1,000 people. Almost.
We had like
There's
about 600-700 people in our class.
yeah, round that shit up to 1,000 pretty much.
God.
That's why I tell people they can't fucking believe it. That was in
It's like
the intermediate. They don't even know what intermediate school is.
Oh my gosh.
I miss these fucking people down here. They're so much nicer than they were up there.
Really?
Yeah, so much nicer. There's this thing called drag. And pretty much, like, you literally just go in a fucking loop. You go in a loop, and there's people all across these stores that set their trucks out, and they just fucking talk. There's big-ass parking lots where they talk. Back where I'm from, if you're sitting in a parking lot and somebody pulls up, you're fucking worried. Okay? Whenever I was down at Cash, I don't know what... It was like Cash. I just know it was in Mustang. It was this parking lot called Cash. There's a bunch of other stores there.
Oh, Cash Savers?
Cash Savers, yeah. There was 3 trucks that pulled up, and I was fucking on the edge. My friend Lucas, I was like, dude, are these people good or not? And he was like, yeah, what the fuck are you worried about? Some motherfuckers pulled up like how they do in Elk City, where we go on drag at, and I was like, oh my god, these people are actually fucking nice. Not like how it is where I live. People are fucking dickheads up there. They have too much pride.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. People around here, like, I don't know. We wouldn't. I don't really go my way to go talk to random people, but for the people who I've talked to randomly, they've been like, they're not douchebags.
Yeah.
They're all right.
No, there's some people I call good old boys, and they dress in the good old boy attire. There's some really good old boys down there, but on the majority there's some fucking dickheads. I'm talking about 5'5" motherfuckers.
My man.
That drive lifted F-250s. They think they're the shit. That's the facts of it.
F-250s.
I have a specific story. We can talk about that at the end. But the story, just give me the last 10 minutes. I'll tell you a whole fucking rundown. You guys might be surprised by this, but it's fucking. We need to stay on topic.
Okay.
Next one.
No.
F-250 is crazy.
Okay, hold on. Before we close the topic, do y'all think Zane? Do y'all think like this is better to like come back to I Still Hit though?
In this day and age, you know, I don't think there's.
Like, bro, you can easily say, oh, this and that, Still Hit.
Yeah. And you know the first person that I seen that was talking about that was Hoodville. I remember specifically on my iPad Mini, you sent me posts from Hoodville, and I've been a Hoodville follower for years. I remember specifically the post you sent me. It was this ATV ramping off a fucking house, and it had the fucking Dukes of Hazzard horn. It's like, yeah. I followed them after that. You were the first one I know that knew of Hoodville. Hoodville has been going on for years. Nobody realizes. Almost nobody checks their fucking captions, dude. Their captions are fire, dude. Like my little tilapia, whenever she fucking hits me up at 3 a.m.
You what? my little tilapia.
My little tilapia. Whenever she hits me up at 3 a.m.
God. Oh my God.
Do you not read his captions?
Bro, I haven't been on like Instagram in a while, bro.
Alright, you guys carry on. I'm gonna get something in the background ready. You guys can carry on.
Okay. Next topic.
Alright, guys. Do you guys believe in second chances?
No.
Whoa.
No.
Okay. Friend-wise,
Oh, friend-wise, for
for
sure.
sure.
Yeah,
Like, for sure, I believe in second chances, but like,
Relationship-wise.
No.
relationship-wise, no.
If I didn't fuck with you for one time, I'm not gonna fuck with you a second time.
Well,
Cause
fool me once.
shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. Or
Just read that. I mean, you have to bring it up in the podcast. Just read that
Okay.
caption. This
But-
caption.
But do you believe in second chances?
I don't. And there's a reason why I don't.
for relationship or friends?
For friends.
Mhm.
Even that.
Even friends.
I mean, for me, in my area, it's a little bit different. Like, for me, I believe that, in my case, I'm just a little bit more of a romantic. So whenever I'm friends with a girl, right after we broke up, I believe that, in my head, if I'm even moved on, right? If I'm moved on, I'm like, fuck, there's still another chance. Maybe it'll be better, but it won't be.
Right.
It won't be. So just in my case, I don't, even for the girl, I think it's bad. Just because I feel like both parties, one of the which parties will think that it's bad.
Right.
Or they won't think it's bad, they'll think that there's a better chance. You know what I'm talking about? They think there's a better chance, right? They think it'll be better the second time.
Right.
But they don't realize that it takes moving on to have maturity.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying any of my exes that I've had, I won't meet them in 10 years and we might actually have something good going. But
what are the chances of that?
in my chance, it's big because we're gonna see each other almost every fucking. every fucking day, and we go fill up for diesel or gas.
And my lifted F-250.
And I drive a lowered F-250. So give me some props on that. Or it's not lowered, it's normal suspension.
Standard.
It's standard. It doesn't even drive anymore, dude.
God.
I was a little bit off the Henny before I left the house, so my mom drove me down here.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
what
man.
was the second topic?
Fuck, bro, what was the topic that we're talking about? Oh, second chances?
Yeah.
Friendship, yeah, of course, but in a relationship-wise, I feel like after, like, you soiled the trust, you cannot regain that back. You can always try to rebuild on it, but it was never
it won't hit the same no more.
it's not like the first and initial trust that it was given at the start of the relationship.
Now, like I don't really like to take time. I feel like the shit that I say.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm kind of fucked up right now. But I feel like it depends how the breakup went. If the breakup was purely mutual, and you guys heard about how my last breakup went, or you two did, I feel like if it was a good breakup and both parties realized that it wasn't working out and that's how it stayed, then friends might be the best option. But in my case, if you have a bad breakup, then I feel like friends is not even on the table anymore, because it's toxic in my case. First of all, you wish it'll be better, but it won't be until some time down the road.
I honestly feel like if you like break up and end on good terms, that's a red flag. Because why did y'all break up and y'all ending on good terms?
Yeah.
Like,
and I feel like you guys are the same as me. Like, I feel like you guys are very good to women.
right.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
For me, being friends with him for like 13 years, I feel like you guys just...
Yeah,
Pretty soon. Yeah.
I feel like if you guys are good to women, there has to be some sort of case. If you have had a breakup to where it wasn't 100% good, there is some part of that breakup where you get fed up over it, or the girl, you got fed up of her, per se, where it didn't end good at all. And I think in that case, friends shouldn't even be an option. I feel like you can be, fuck, what was I gonna say? You can be acquaintances every now and then, like if you talk to each other every now and then, that's okay. But friends, that's a lot to ask if you were good to a woman and she decided to do something that was fucked up. And that, like, I'm not even saying that on my exes. One of my first exes, they done something that was fucked up. But in my case, exes down the road, I'm still friends with a lot of them, right? But there's just some certain ones that you're like, you kind of did me shitty after I figured out how bad it was after I got out of the situation.
Right.
But that's it.
I genuinely believe, like, if it ends on good terms, then I feel like y'all are still not done yet, because a break, yeah, it really is hot. I feel like a break, like, Loki has to end on, like, bad terms or, like, not good terms for you to be completely, like, moved on from the person.
Yeah.
Because if it ends on good terms, like, then you'll be, like, more likely to, like, get back with them, if that makes sense.
I feel like on that, but I feel like people always say, "Oh, we can be friends." That's never such a thing. Like, you say that and then never talk to them again. That's the most common thing. So saying friends just like a cover to be like, "Oh yeah, bye." Because you never talk to that person. None of y'all can disagree with that shit. You cannot tell me, "Oh, we can still be friends," and y'all are actually friends with no mutual feelings, no connection, no nothing.
Yeah,
that doesn't exist.
There's always mutual feelings, whether it be on one side it's bad, one side you still kind of want to be together. Yeah. But it's always shitty. It's always shitty. Like, in my opinion, I think you should never be friends after a breakup. No matter how good the breakup was, I feel like if you break up, it should be a lesson to you. It should be, and you should, as a man, deal with the emotional consequences. Whether it be, if it was your fault, you realize what parts were your fault. And after you overcome that, you get to see a part of her, right? You realize where she went wrong. And then after that, you'll start finding people better, right?
Right.
then you can always find somebody better. At this age, you can always find somebody better.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That was a pretty nice topic. I can hold you.
That was a good one.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Next topic. Do you guys believe in like casual sex, or like do you feel like there needs to be like an attraction, like an emotional like attraction first, or emotional attachment before y'all do the deed, or do you like believe that y'all could just do the deed without no emotional attachment, like no strings attached?
I mean, you could do that, but like at the end of the day, it's just like it's not the same as if it was with emotional. Like I could have sex with this one girl and like not really mess with her like that, or I could have sex with this other girl but like be totally into her, and then it just hit different. You know what I mean?
So I think I could, but it wouldn't be the same as being like emotionally attached to somebody.
I don't think I could.
I don't think I could, bro. Like you gotta have like okay, then chill.
No.
Oh, okay, chill. You have to. In how I think about it, I feel like you have to be like emotionally like attached to the person, or like
at least in some way.
Exactly.
What about you?
What about you?
No.
You're also something out of pocket.
No, listen. I believe that casual sex is a thing.
It is.
I believe that. Like I said, like I'm not like a fucking hoe or anything. I've had just 2 bodies, and I've been emotionally attached to that person. I believe after so long, there is something considered as having fun. But I don't believe that if you are getting with a girl that you know that wants to have emotional attachment, getting with her and leading her on is a good thing. I believe that if you are having fun, it should be with somebody else that's having fun, not with somebody else that you can obviously tell is super into you that you're probably not that much into. I believe that if you know about a girl that is a DTF just for that reason, that's fine. Like a hoe, okay, that's fine. That's fine. But listen, if you're into a girl that really likes you and you know that and you decide to lead her on, it's kind of shitty. Kind of. Depends on how fucked up you've been in the past.
Right. What do you think about it, Miguel?
About what?
About
Casual sex.
Personally, I wouldn't do it. Personally, I would not do it because if I was to do that, I would just want some connection because
I feel like there has to be a connection established, bro. There has to be.
I swear. Bitches dig the belt buckle, okay? In my area, at least. In my area.
It's not the belt buckle.
The belt buckle crazy.
Okay. Next topic.
The 2014 Youth Futurity Bull Riding. They appreciate that.
they go crazy over there.
I shit you not. I shit you not, dude.
All right.
No, I'm not. I don't have bitches, okay?
They have me.
Okay.
I actually have this one woman that I'm interested in.
Ooh,
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
But I don't think we should talk about it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, I feel like I'm probably gonna tell her to watch this, and she's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" She's probably not even into me that much. Anyway, so. I'm just being for real.
No, bro. She fuck with you heavy. Trust.
She fuck with the belt buckle.
Yeah. That's how I got most of them.
Okay. Next question. How do you think? How do you like move on from a heartbreak?
Drinking.
Are you asking like to tell somebody else out, or how do you personally? How do you?
What's like your advice to someone to move on from a heartbreak? Or like, how would you move on from a heartbreak?
Keep your mind out of it, if that makes sense.
Stay occupied.
Like chill out with friends, right? Do whatever. As long as you have something in mind, and then like that should take your mind off of it. Or like go to the gym. That's pretty tough. Just focus on yourself.
Right.
And probably like some other stuff, like have a hobby, have this that or whatever.
I think the worst possible thing is like you being alone with those thoughts. If you feel it, at least if you do something to occupy that time, like regardless if it's like
at night, it's always gonna hit at night.
Easily, like you go watch, you find a new TV show to binge watch, you find a hobby, you hang out with friends more. Literally anything else besides having too much free time will kill you.
I have a question. So like, you're at night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it comes to you. How do you get out of it, or do you just like fucking just
You either just take it, and then you can do it, like 3 in the morning, bro. I just go to sleep.
like you just start crying in the middle of the bed at like 2 a.m.
I just roll over, bro.
Like, I mean, it's just different,
Right.
person to person. Like, if you're somebody that openly accepts alcohol in your life, for my case,
Oh, bro, just tell everybody to drink at this point.
Let's be for real. Like, it depends person to person. If you're somebody that you have no issue with drinking, you have no moral standpoint to drinking, I honestly believe that in moderation, drinking will help you. Okay,
Hot take.
alcohol is literally a antidepressant.
You think so?
Okay, yeah, I mean
I
it's
know,
considered an antidepressant, but it just depends, like. No, actually,
Oh my God. Okay.
What about you? You haven't said yours.
Yeah. You spoke the least of all these topics.
Yeah. What do I think? How to get over a heartbreak?
Mm.
You just honestly just have to like let. Okay, you can like get your mind off it, like get yourself occupied, but I feel like it's gonna like hit even harder if like after like you're done hanging out with friends or like doing this late at night when you're alone with your thoughts, it's gonna hit like twice as hard.
That's
So
one
you
thing.
just have to like just like let the pain like let all those emotions like run its course. Then like you like then you're finna be better.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt,
to
but
be
you just have to
honest,
thug it out.
I don't believe in that. This is my.
This man was like,
Hey, Obi, I'll
you
do
go
this.
My recent breakup, I was like, whenever we finally broke up, I was so fucked up about it, and I started drinking instantly. But it was at like 3 in the morning. I was already drinking before that, but it was at 3 in the morning. My friends are fucking homies though. They know who they are. They're two fucking friends. They're Cole and Gage.
Yeah.
They're two fucking
Shout out Cole
homies.
and Gage.
Okay, they're two homies. They came and picked me up and they brought me to their party house. I was fucked up before that. Okay, I was like, God damn, what did I do wrong? But for someone like me that accepts alcohol in their life on a regular occasion, like I feel like it's honestly easier to get through it with alcohol. Now listen, there's now in the times that you can't have alcohol, if you're like with your parents per se, I found that hard work always takes your mind off of things.
That's true.
Hard work always does. Now the work I do isn't hard, but whenever I was first going through this breakup, I always found something to do, something to keep my mind off of it until I could drink. No, but I'm telling you what. This was the easiest breakup I've went through in my life with somebody that meant so much to me. I drank, I worked, I drank, I worked. Whenever I couldn't drink for a week, I felt fucking fine. I felt like myself before the breakup. Okay? Now some people, they don't know how to handle it, okay? With alcohol, they can't handle it. They don't understand their limits to it. I understand my limits, okay? I was on a 10-day binge because of this breakup, but I realized it kept my emotions in check, It kept them in check. And I'll tell you what, after I became sober, I felt fine. I never was at a night where I cried all fucking night like how I was whenever I was younger. I realized that if you can do it in moderation, alcohol honestly is a very good antidepressant that you can get very easily, not like pills. Pills are the wrong path to get, like for antidepressants, because you can get addicted on those, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But if your family, like, alright, I'll admit, both sides of my family, they have history of very bad addiction, okay? And I'm not addicted yet.
Yeah.
But,
Oh man.
like, I had been able to rely on alcohol for all my problems and not have to fucking wet my pillow over it. If that makes sense. I haven't had to wet my pillow over it.
Alright, do you feel like you could like if someone said like, okay, I'll give you like $1 million if you just stop drinking, like if you stop your number one like addiction right now. For me, it'll be like just like I feel like I have like a caffeine addiction. If someone says like, "Oh, I'll give you like $1 million, if you stop drinking energy drinks or like stop drinking coffee," I don't know if I take $1 million.
All right, for like $1 million for the rest of your life right now.
I don't know, bro.
If it was $1 million for the rest of your life right now, I'd say fuck no. I'll be honest, I would say fuck no. Now, if it was $1 million, I got that million right now, but they gave me like $20,000 a year, I would quit drinking. Okay?
They give you an allowance.
Because I don't have an addiction to alcohol. I choose it because I find the best of myself with alcohol. I like having fun with it. I'm not addicted. I can quit whenever I want. I'm being dead ass. I'm being dead ass. If I was addicted, no, literally, the last time, the 10-day binge was the longest. Alright, I can honestly quit. If I had $1 million in my pocket right now, plus 20K for the rest of my life, I'd quit. I'd quit. And 20K isn't a lot per year, but with like supplementing a annual income, that becomes a lot.
Right.
It makes 70,000 into 90,000.
Indeed.
And once you get older, that makes like 100 fucking whatever thousand, almost to 200.
Compound interest.
This is a fucking pointless answer. There you go.
I got a good question for you, Obi. Do you think that time heals?
I firmly believe that time heals all wounds.
Like 100%.
100%.
What about you, Zen?
Ooh, I don't think 100%. No.
What do you mean by it?
Like I feel like it can help to a certain extent, but there'll still be like that. Even if it's like 5%, 10%, of like that it won't be healed by just like time by itself. There's a lot of things that go into it more than just.
All right, give an example of like something that time can't heal. Because there isn't, bro. Like I honestly feel like, let's say like you're going through a death in your family.
That shit will never be 100% healed.
Okay.
Not
Say like
100%.
say like, oh, your mom died like right now, right? God forbid.
Mm-hmm.
And say like, oh, you're gonna be like hurt for like now to like 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be hurt. But
I think
throughout the years, throughout the years, I feel like that pain will just like get less and less and less.
It might get less, but it'll never be 100% though. I'll say it'll heal a very large majority, but not like 100%.
I feel like you'll just get to the age where like, damn, being like sad over this is like really pointless and unproductive.
Yeah, that's like it's hindering your lifestyle.
I'm not saying like become like stop everything you're doing in life, but like you can do your life.
Just being sad about it, just like
being day to day, but it's just like damn. In the back of your head, like damn, my mom is no longer here with me.
But it's like if you're sad about that, like it's only hurting it's only hurting yourself and no one else. So you're just just having that in your head, you can be sad. So I'm not saying don't be sad about it. I won't forget it. I'll like cherish the moments I had with her, but being sad over it is no.
I think it also depends on your connection with your mom. Some people have a way stronger connection with their mom.
Oh yeah,
or like if it's a single parent.
Like, I'll be sad for a couple years, but after a couple years, I'll be like, that happened. Like you can't change the past, so you just don't be sad about it anymore. Being sad over it won't get you nothing. Like it won't bring back your mom. Yeah. It won't change the past. Just being sad over it.
That's one thing. It separates a man from a boy is how they choose to carry out their emotional damage. You know,
right.
It's like if they're not even in a big situation where they've lost their parents, or if they're going through a hard time financially, it's the people that always hit you up and they're like, I'm sure you guys have had one person like this somewhat. They're like, oh, they're always feeling like shit. I try to weed those people out. Right. Because there's always, you are the control of if you have a good day or a bad day. Right. And I feel like it is understandable to have a bad day up to a certain point, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about if your mom fucking died that you're going to be complaining. It's not right to be complaining for half a year, okay?
No, you can complain like as long as you need to, but I feel like there needs to be a certain time
that you need to grow the fuck up.
Exactly.
It's really it. You need to grow the fuck up and realize that are you really wanting people to feel bad for you for attention? Or are you actually still hurt by this? Yeah. Yeah. Or if you want people's attention.
If you're still not okay with it, bro, just go to therapy, bro.
Yeah. therapy helps a lot of people. Like AA. I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around. But yeah, but like literally, like there's so many ways that you can get help, and if you choose to get help by making other people feel bad on fucking Snapchat, now that it is understandable. It is understandable to a certain point. If you ask help to your fellow companions, it's understandable.
Right.
But if you're keeping that shit going over and over and over, I don't think you have an excuse.
Right. What about you, Miguel?
What about me?
This time heal all wounds.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd say yeah. Like after a certain time, you will come to realize like you really can't do nothing about it. It is what it is. It's already done. You can't change it. And like he said, he was saying like, oh, you can't change it. So like, what are you gonna keep that? Are you just gonna hold yourself back?
Or you gonna just keep letting that weigh you down at that point?
Exactly. And obviously, I don't know. I feel like you have to experience it and then like talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it separates the weak from the strong. Are you gonna let this carry on over
Like your
a
whole
year?
life, it's just gonna
Or
hold
are
you
you
down.
gonna use that as motivation? Realize that, man, I really could have overcome this. I shouldn't have even asked anybody for help. I feel like right now is the fucking day that I decide I'd turn this example of hardship for me into something that I could do better.
Right.
And
With, like, I'm not saying like don't be sad over it. Like you can be sad and it will like leave a scar, but don't let that scar like just
be
like
your personality.
exactly. Don't be
Be your
like
personality.
be your person. That's crazy.
It's like, oh, my fucking dog died. I'm gonna be fucked up about that for a year. It shouldn't be that case. It really shouldn't.
I tell
It
you,
really shouldn't.
I ain't saying don't be sad. You can be sad, right? But don't let it drag on to like an unnecessary point.
Literally, it should not drag on to where you have some sort of comfort knowing what happened, but you still decide to receive attention.
Yeah,
It's fucked up.
I know what you mean by
There's so
that.
many people who do that.
I know what
So
you
many
mean by
people. I have one on my Snap. I'm not gonna call names because it's too obvious, but I have one on my Snap that is always like, Joey.
that. Okay,
I wanna-
chill on me.
I'm gonna chill on that. I don't need to talk about that. I don't need to talk. It's this one dude, and I feel bad for him, but like, grow the fuck up. You have fucking zero money issues, and you're worried about what other people think.
That's true.
If you have the bag, don't worry about what other people think, dude.
I ain't gonna lie, like
It's your own fucking life at that point. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Make the best of it. Don't worry about what other people think.
I honestly feel like in life, once you have money, okay, how I think about it in my head, I feel like money's like plot armor, right? So money allows you to like fuck up without really receiving any like backlash or any like whatchamacallit, like
Yes.
yeah, that's just like pretty much backlash about it if you have money. Cause like say like you make a dumb decision, right? Since you have money, you could like you won't receive like as much as that like punishment type shit.
This is probably the same at this school, but it's the weird fuckers. They get the most shit, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
It's the weird fuckers.
Yeah.
And those people might not have they usually don't have the most money, but they choose to receive this punishment. Furries. I've one. I'm sure down here there's fucking multiple furries,
Oh,
but
Miguel has a picture of a guy with like
Chill out.
I literally asked because his mom's a teacher. I asked her for a graduate. Oh fuck, this is getting too specific. I literally have fucking 20 people in my senior class. Can you imagine for the other grades? I don't give a fuck. This is the fucking No Limit podcast.
Okay. Let's calm down. We only have like about 50 seconds left, so hey, thank you for making it this far. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend about the podcast. If you're watching it on Spotify, Apple, rate it 5-star. Watching on YouTube, like and subscribe, leave a comment. Tell us what's your favorite part about the podcast. And do you guys have any final words? Zane?
I don't.
Miguel?
Get money, fuck bitches. That's probably like the.
Don't let it fuck up. Don't let it break up the fine room.
Hey.
Drink beer. Drink beer.
No.
Bro, you have some good
Okay.
Drink that, yeah.
Okay, y'all. I want to like, I cannot stress this enough. We are joking about alcohol. We do not condone no drinking or no drugs. Don't do that.
This